This conference will now be recorded.
For the last class, we have been writing REST services, and I showed you in the last class how to go ahead and test using a mock a REST service. Today, we will see how to write a SOAP service. And how does the SOAP service work? Writing a SOAP service is not anything different. It's same. Whenever I say SOAP, it means XML. Whenever I say REST, it means JSON. So if you remember that, right, whenever somebody is requesting, and we are giving the response in JSON format. Now, whenever somebody will request us and we will give the response in XML format, we call them as, right, SOAP API. How the SOAP API will work, let's understand. How the SOAP API will work, let's understand, right? Whether there are, for integration, minimum 2 systems is required. Let's say that one is SFDC and other is the third party system. It can be Amazon Web Service, it can be SFDC, it can be SAP, it can be Postal Service, it can be .NET based, HTML based, it can be anything. I will say third party, or let's say SAP. In Salesforce, we use a language called as Apex. In SAP, they use a language called as ABAP, ABAP, ABAP. If you, most of you might have heard. People who have not heard, they use a language called as ABAP programming. Here we do a Apex programming. Whatever I do here, right? Whatever I do here, right? I write a service. I will write a service, and SOAP service. I'm writing a SOAP service. SOAP service. I'm writing a SOAP service. Whenever you write a SOAP service, right? How can you give the service to them? There are two ways. One through an endpoint URL, right? On the URL, right? I will give a postal code. I will give account detail, or I'll give Nandini. Immediately the service will consume it. It will save the data and it will give the response in XML format back to right universal format. This is the way it will work. There's a one more way. There's a one more way. Rather than me, I don't want to give my endpoint URL, right? Whenever this system is requesting, it need to know the address. It need to know the address. Yes, whom it's requesting. That is nothing but endpoint URL, www.rupam.com, www.currencylayer.com. I don't want to hide, I don't want to display my endpoint URL, right? That through that endpoint URL, right, hackers can start hacking, right? That is an entry gate. I'm giving you the gate to my system through which you can enter the data in my house. After entering the data in my house, I will process, I will give a response from the same gate. Only one entry gate. Only one. I'm giving you the door. From the door, I'll take the data. From the door, I'll give the data. That's called endpoint URL. Now, I don't want to show you the door, because if I show you the door, hackers also will try to get insight from this door. I want to completely hide the door. I will hide the door. Then question is that if you don't give the door, if you don't give the date, sorry, if you don't give the gate address, door address, then how the SAP will be able to contact you? Through what? Through what? Through what the SAP will be able to contact you? I will say that I will create a secret file. I will create one file. I will give that file to you. You will, right? You will, whatever the data you want to transfer, you give it to that file. That file will bring the data to me. I don't want you coming directly to me. I don't want SAP coming directly to me. No, don't come to my address directly. If you come to my address directly, there'll be no door. You have to go back. You have to go back. There'll be no door. So how should I get inside your house? I will not tell you, right? But okay, then what should I do with your letters? Shall I throw it? No, give it to me. How can I give it to you? You don't have a door, you don't have a gate. Where I should, do you want me to throw in front of your house and go away? No, somebody else will take my emails. Somebody else will take my package. What is this? Neither you are giving me the door address, neither you are saying that to dump in front of the house. What should I do? Then I will come up with a solution. I will tell him that, hey guy, hey, take this, take this box. This is a magical box I'm giving you. Whenever you want to contact with me, put the letter in this box. What will happen? You don't worry. Why are you worried about what will happen? That is a magical box. Automatically, that box will bring the data to me inside my house. How? I will not tell you. I will just give you a magic box. Who is giving? I am giving. I am giving to whom? A magical box I'm giving. I'm giving a magical box. That means SAP system will contact the magical box, not me. They will contact this magical box. They will talk to this magical box. If anything has to be they want, they will come and they will ask the magical box, hey box, give me account, right? This box knows how to get the data from me, from the Salesforce, right? From the Salesforce. Earlier, I was giving you directly my address. Now, I will no more give you my address. I will give you a magical box, physical box. Put all the data in this box. Then what? Don't worry. Then after 5 minutes, open the box. You will get what you want. You put Nandini. After 5 minutes, you will see that account ID is 0032, right? Status success inside the box. Hey, magic. How did the box took the data? And from where did this came? That's the Harry Potter magic. You tell me? No, I will not tell you. You are third party system. You are SAP. Why should I tell you? And why should you worry about it? Nick dorkindi kada? Fine, you got it. No. So fine. Today we are going to discuss this architecture. All SOAP works with a service. This box, magical box, is called WSDL. This magical file or the box is called WSDL. Web Service Definition Language. Web Service Definition Language. Web Service Definition Language. Web Service Definition Language. Most of, whenever they want security, most of the organization, companies or application will do this type of web service based integration. Web service based integration. This was very famous once upon a time. Web service based integration. You have to physically give a file. You have to physically give a file. For example, Amazon. In Amazon doesn't give you a URL. If you want to contact Amazon Web Service, which I'll show you tomorrow live, right? Amazon Web Service, they don't give you physical address. They don't give you endpoint URL the way currency layer, SMS gateway, right? Or whatever we did with the endpoint URL. But in Amazon Web Service, there is no endpoint URL. Then how will you be able to contact Amazon's Web Service? How can I contact Amazon Web Service? They will give you a file, a magic file called WSDL. What should I do with the file? You have to import the file inside your company. And then in the programming, you have to use that file. You will transfer the data to that file. That file knows what to do, how to take the data to Amazon, and how to give the response from Amazon. That means it's a file-based transaction. It's a file-based transaction. It's a file-based transaction. And that file is called WSDL, Web Service Definition Language File. Web Service Definition Language File. Now let us do this programming, right? Every day new things since integration. rupam@of91.com. Password INDIA1234 hash. Now I click on right setup. I click on developer console. Setup developer console. I close everything, whatever we did yesterday. Now, how to create a file? First, let us learn how we can create a file and we can give it to someone else. Later, we will see someone's creating a file and giving to us. How can I use it? Two direction we'll talk about. First, we creating a file, giving it to someone else, right? Giving it to third party. Third party will use that file to communicate with my Salesforce. File-based communication. We call them as WSDL communication. File, new, Apex class. Apex class. What is that? I will say SOAP, SOAP example. SOAP example. SOAP service example. SOAP service example. The way I created a REST service, now I'm creating a SOAP service. SOAP service. First of all, global. Global. Perfect. Perfect. Now, we used to write what? Public static string. Public static string method. What is that method? Call me. I'll take the same thing what I did in the past. Here, I will say string name, comma, string phone, comma, string industry. Somebody giving me, I'm creating the industry, and I'm giving the response back. How will I give the response? With a status code, with a status success and the account ID. We did it in REST. Same thing I'm repeating in SOAP now, right? Public static. So how do you write a SOAP? Tell me, right? How do you write a HTML serialization? DOM dot document. First create an empty document. Doc equals to new DOM dot document. We already did this program. Nothing rocket science. Nothing rocket science. Next, to this I will add a node. DOM dot XML node. What is that node? Root. Guys, we all did this. Root. What is that root? On the document at the root. Doc dot create create root element. Here you have to give name comma null comma null. If you remember, root is what? Root, I will say result, because I'm giving result back. No, root comma null comma null. If you remember, we did this namespace commas, right? XML NS naming system. Now, perfect. In this, I have to write what? Account ID. For that, I have to create account. Then only I can get an account ID. Try catch. Try catch.
Sir, in line number 6, root, sir. ROOT. It's written as R. Create root, sir.
Create. Oh, T is missing. Okay, thank you. Right. We'll correct those errors later. Not a problem. right? Let Salesforce do some work. No, why all work we should be doing? So we will also give some work to find the errors what I'm writing. So try catch exception. This is a try catch. What I will do, whatever this data received, I will create an account. Right? Whatever the data received, we'll create an account. ACCOUNT account ACC equals to new account. Everyone knows this. ACC dot name equals to this name, whatever the name that I'm getting. Next, ACC dot phone equals to whatever the phone that I'm receiving from the third party. Let's take all small. I told you this is case sensitive, so be careful. Next, last ACC dot industry equals to industry. Then I will say insert ACC. System will go ahead and create. Perfect. Once the insert ACC is done, now I can get the ID. Once again, I will start writing. Once again, now I'm back to my right. What is that? DOM dot XML node. XML node. What is that node? Right? I will say first I created root. Now I'm saying status. Anything I can give a name. I used to give branch. Now I'm giving status. Equals to ST status. So first there's empty doc. On the empty doc we added a root. On the root we added a status. So root dot status equals to root dot add child element. Root can be one, child element can be more. CHILD child, add child element. What is the state? What is the child element? I will say status. Right? Child element, what I'm adding? I'm adding status. Null comma null. To this status, I will add a value. First, I have added status. To this status, I will add a value. Status dot, now I'm adding the fruit. Status dot add text node. What is the text node you'll add? I will say status success. Success. Next, one more I have to do. DOM dot XML node. What is that? I will say ID node, some name I'm giving, equals to, right? Again, I'm attaching to the same root only. Root dot, on the root itself, I'm attaching. Root dot, what is that? I will say ID. Now, to this ID node, I have to attach a value. The way status dot, same thing I'll take, right? Same thing I'll take. Control C, I paste here. In the place of status, I will say ID node. ID node dot add. What is this? Here, I want the ID to be added. Where is my ID? Where is my ID? Where is my ID? Right? My ID is acc.id. 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 What I'm doing is that I'm adding one blank space in front of it. Just first, because this is a text node I said, and this is an ID coming up. So that's the reason, just one blank space, even if not even a blank space, is that one text. What it will do? Will it add a blank space in front of the ID? No. Just converting this to a text. Over, right? If my spelling mistakes are not there, root dot add child ELEMENT It's elements or element?
Null spelling wrong, sir. Double L.
Null. Okay. Null spelling is wrong. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Null spelling is wrong. Null spelling is wrong. Perfect. Done. See, when it's after creating an account, status, success, ID, ID. Now, when there is an error, I'll copy this. Status failed. Error, I want here error message. Error message itself is a text. So e dot get message. And here, not ID. Okay, let it be ID only. ID will be the error message. Status will be failed. If it fails, finally, now I have to give an output out of this. Enter. What is that? String result equals to everything where we are writing in the document. In the document only root are attached. In the root status is attached. So I'll say document dot to string to XML string. This is for output. Then I will say return what? Return result. Done. Somebody giving me the data. I'm going ahead and creating the account. If I'm able to create the account, I'm writing status as success, giving the ID. If it's failing, I'm writing status as failed, giving the ID. Finally, I'm creating an XML document and I'm returning the result. If somebody is calling this string, this call me, it will give you a response. What is that? Result is a response. Guys, we did this programming long back. Nobody should be surprised here. Right? It's not that something new I'm doing. I did this in the past. Same thing. Same thing is now available here. The only difference is that in front of this, I removed public. Control S. Control S. No error. This is a global. So automatically inside the method also will become a global now. In front of it, type a keyword called as web service. SERVIC. Just write a word called web service. Just write a keyword called as web service. That's it, guys. In front of a method, a string method, write web service keyword. Control S. Over. My work is over. This has become a magical file. This has become a magical file. This can be now converted to a file and I can give this file to someone else. What are you speaking, Rupam? This is a code. Where is the file? Now I will show you. What is that name? SOAP service example. I've put web service in front of the method. Now let's go ahead. Custom code. Apex classes. Look for my class. I will have an option called as download. What was that class I created? Use edit del security. Every class, normal classes, edit, delete security. But whenever I come to my SOAP class, I'll be able to see one more extra button. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Where is my more? The Harry Potter magic starts now, guys. More. Where is that? I'm searching. I'm not getting it. More. More is there? Okay. Look for SOAP example. Okay. This is the one. Can you see the difference? Can I see a WSDL here? See, SOAP service example, which I created today. Edit del security. In between, I got what? WSDL. Go and see the top one. Do you see anywhere a WSDL here? Class integer 707. There's also class. These are all class. But Here I get an extra called as WSDL, 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 right? When I click on it, I will get an option called as, see, this is the file. This is the SOAP service. These are all you have written. I written, who said? I just wrote this, Rupam. No, it is you who have written. System is now converting that program into SOAP. Where is the URL? You can see that here is the URL. SOAP service example, right? I can right click this file. I can click on save as, right? Where do you want me to save? C drive in your OF91 folder I'm saving. SOAP service dot WSDL. Put dot WSDL. Save it. If somebody wants to integrate with me, somebody wants to create an account and wants a response, then what I will say? I will give this file to them. I will give this file to them. I will give this file to them. Where did I save it? 91 folder. Where is that file? Where is that file? Here it is. Here the file it is. I will give the file. I will give this file to them. You want to integrate, you want to transfer a data to Salesforce? Yes. Then where is the endpoint URL? No, we don't share endpoint URL. Then how should I dump? Through WSDL. I will give this file. What should they do with this file? Right? You have given him. What should I do with it? Is the question. Right? Now let's see. Everybody understood the first piece? I used a keyword called web service. Immediately this whole program was converted by system into a web service file. When next time when I go to my classes, I can see WSDL here because I converted it to WSDL. When I click on WSDL, it opens the conversion format, WSDL format. What are these all? You don't worry about what are these all. Right click, click on save as, use the name .WSDL. That file will be saved here. This file I'm talking about, which is highlighted now. You will give this file to SAP, Amazon, right? Everyone. With this file only, you will be contacting Salesforce. Similarly, when I go to Amazon Web Service, now let's go. Let's go, Amazon. In an Amazon, which is I'll be showing you tomorrow, but anyhow, I'm showing it today, integration. When I click on this Amazon, wait, right? I have created an app on Amazon Web Service, an application, right? Wait. Okay, once again. I have created an app on EC2 platform, Amazon Web Service, AWS. A simple form I created. Name, right, ID, a simple form. Why it's not loading? It'll take time to load. Or they, oh man, guys, if it doesn't load, I can't show you tomorrow. This is a paid service, by the way. In Amazon AWS, you have to pay. I've already paid for a year. Okay. Looks like it's not working. So sad. Okay. Let's see whether this is working or not. Wait. Wait. Let's, okay, this is also saying page cannot be displayed. So sad. What happened? Is it my account is disabled? Control C. Let me try another browser. Control V, press enter. Right, let me see. Page cannot be displayed. Right. If not, then tomorrow's class I can't teach. If they have blocked, right, if my payment is over, then again I have to pay. Then only they will activate this. Otherwise, I have to share the videos. That's the only option I have. Oh, no. So sad. I thought that will work. Right, let me go ahead and check here. It's still trying to connect. No. I'll stop the recording for a minute. Let's not. So what is
This
the
conference
purpose?
will now be recorded.
What is the purpose? In AWS, I created a form called as person form, which I'm trying to load, but it's not loading, right? And I created a, right? I created a person form with simple 3 to 4 fields with a save data. Now, right, whenever I create a account, I want the same. Whenever I create a contact, I want same details to be passed to Amazon Web Service form. This form. So for that, what I need an endpoint URL. But Amazon says no, we will not give you endpoint URL. We will give you a WSDL. That is the second link that I'm trying to download. WSDL. Right? Let me go to the other batch. Right, where I have already did it, right? OF90. Let's go to the 90 batch, right? It could be on the desktop itself. Amazon, AWS, Windows M, AWS. Here it is, AWS WSDL. See, they gave me this file. Right click, I open with what? To a notepad or with a Google Chrome. I'm opening it. See, same as my file. You see that? This is our file. I'm in Salesforce tab. I created a service called a SOAP service example. Similarly, Amazon also created one service. They gave me the service. Actually, whenever I run this link, that service should open up. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. The service should open up. They gave me a service. They gave me a service, a file they gave me, aws.wsdl. The way we created a file and we are giving to someone else, same way Amazon created the file and they gave it to me. If you want to talk to Amazon, then you can talk only via this magical file called WSDL. Similarly, I also did the same thing. If somebody wants to create an account in my system, you have to do it using a magical file called as SOAP service example. This is the file name. And I right click on it, I save and I give you the file. Same way, Amazon also has given me this file. Right? Amazon also has given me this file. Where this file is, it is in my desktop. Or I can right click and I can save it wherever I want. This is AWS file. You see that our file and AWS file look same. Our file and AWS file looks almost same. Almost same. See, AWS. We generated. So now, right, the way we created a file, Amazon will use the file to dump a data in us, or SAP will use that file to dump a data in us. Do I have an access to SAP system? No. Do I have an access to Amazon system? For now, no. So, right, from the third party, I cannot dump anything here, but I can show you vice versa. I want to dump from here to Amazon. What is that I will do? Amazon will give me this web file. Now, what should I do with the file is the question. Similarly, when I give the file to Amazon, Amazon will say, what should I do with it? Right? I created a SOAP service. I created a file and I'll give the file to SAP. SAP will say, what should I do with it? Same way, Amazon created a file, they give it to us. My question is also same question. What should I do with it? Now let's see what should we do with it. This file, which is there in my desktop now at this moment, that is the file that I was trying to download. Where is that? Right? Amazon. Here it is. Here, this file. I'm keeping here in the bottom. This file. What should I do with this file? Right? Now, you have to consume that file. Rupam, how can we consume it? Let's see. When you click on your custom code classes, you have an option called as generate from WSDL. Can you see this option? Developer console, new, generate for WSDL. Whenever I click on it, it asks me where is the file. Choose the WSDL file. I click on choose. There I will point to my desktop. Right? I will import the file that was provided by AWS to me. Where is the WSDL? Right? AWS WSDL. See, I will say open. I will say parse the WSDL. See, parse successfully, no error. System will create, see, this is going to create a class, an Apex class with this name. Com person web service, a class will be created. If I say generate Apex code, then whatever Amazon has written, equivalent code will be created in Apex. Equivalent code will be created in Apex. Same way, I created a file and I gave it to ABAP. They will also import like this. Immediately, equivalent, right? Equivalent of this program, what I just created, this program I created, this is an Apex program. Equivalent ABAP program will be created in their system. Equivalent ABAP program will be created in their system. If I give this, right, WSDL file to a .NET system, equivalent .NET file will be created from this file. The way, right, Amazon gave this file to me, what I'm doing now, I'm importing that file, right? How? I go to custom code, I click on generate WSDL, choose the file. Can I choose the same file that I created? Yes. In the OF91, we just dumped a file. What was that? SOAP service. Our open. Parse. See, no error. It will create a class name. See, it is creating a new class. From my file only, I'm consuming it. Right? This is the file generated by us. We are supposed to give to third party. But before I give to third party, let me first consume this file. See what is I'm creating. SOAP S4. SOAP S4. I said generate. It has created two classes. It has created two classes. Control C. Notepad. It has created two classes. It has created two classes. These two classes. Now let's say done. Over. You're back to the class. What are the class it created? Async SOAP FOS. Here it is. Next, this is the first one. I open it. I open this class. See, it has written so many things unwanted. I don't even know what is this. Right? Next, another class it has created. What is that? SOAP from SOAP S4 schema. SOAP S4 schema. More. Force S4 schema. More. SOAP S4's this one. Let's check it out. SOAP S4 com schema class. Right, perfect. I open it. See, class address. I don't know what is that. Class call me. I remember somewhere I used call me. See, there's a call me. But right, there is a result. Then there is a what? Class location, I don't know what is that. Class call me, I don't know what is that. See, who created it? Salesforce created it. Right? See, string city, string country, string, oof, I don't know. Did I declare state, country code? No. From where these are coming? These are the extra program created. Your work is not to break your head on that program. Somebody wants to integrate your system through STL, WSTL. Now I'll come to the summary line. In a real time, if your project lead or your SME or your manager asks you, write a SOAP service, you will write in this way. You will write in this way. Once you write, then you will go to your class, you will find the service and you will generate the WSTL. You will find the service and then you will generate WSTL. And that WSTL you will give it to your whom? To your manager. Saying that I created a WSTL file through which, right, any third-party system can contact us. That's it. Inside the WSDL, like this, you just did that programming. Now click on WSDL, right click on it, click on save and give it to your manager. He will give it to whoever he wants, third party or company. What they will do with this file is their headache. It's their headache, right? We will give the file, and with this file, they will be contacting our Salesforce with this file. Clear now? Same way, I was about to show you this Amazon Web Service one, right? I want to contact Amazon. Amazon gave me a file. What you do is your headache now. That file you'll bring inside the Salesforce and you'll parse it. How to bring inside the Salesforce? On the top, you can see that there is an option called as generate WSDL form. So I want to talk to Amazon. Amazon gave me a file. I will take that file, I will import here. It will create two classes, which we'll do tomorrow. And then I will write an Salesforce program using those classes. And as soon as I run the class, automatically in Amazon Web Service, right? In the Amazon Web Service, it will be created. What it will be created? It will be creating the required data, right? Amazon a this all. Let me check it out, right? Control C, same link only, no? If this doesn't work tomorrow, I can't. Then only thing is that I have to give you the video of the last class, right? I will try to fix this, right? If it doesn't work, then I have to share the video of this class, Amazon AWS integration through web service. The way we created a web service, we are giving to them. Same way Amazon has created a web service, they gave to us. Through that web service, how to create is the question, right? That is what we will see.
It means we have to know the what are the fields are maintaining in third party system, right?
Yes, you
But
have to
we
open
don't.
that website. We have to open the documentation. I told you integration is mostly documentation, guys.
Okay.
Integration is always, when you created this web service, you will publish a documentation also with it, that there is a name, there is a 3 fields called name, phone, industry. You just not give that file. With the file, you'll give a documentation. In the documentation, you have to mention everything. So name can accept this.
In documentation, in fields also maintaining what are the fields are there, what are the
fields, whether it's a mandate or not, what it can accept, everything you have to give. That's the way.
Based on that particular field, you can create the.
Obviously. Yes, that's how the integration happened, right? So today we have seen how to create a WSDL file from our end and give it to someone else. Someone else will use it in their system. It's not your headache. You just create a file and give it to them. Similarly, someone else has gave me a file. The way I gave them a file, they also gave them. You want to contact to my system? Take this file. Tomorrow's class, if this works, I will show you, or else I will show you with the help of the videos. If it doesn't work, my video only, don't worry, right? Someone last batch, OF 90th batch video. I will take it up and I will pause and I'll show you how to do it. That's the only way I can do, because Amazon has become paid now. It was free earlier. Now it has become a paid service. AWS is 1 year free. After that, you have to pay. 1 year free. After that, you have to pay. Right? So I have to pay about 11,000 or something. Right? 11,000 rupees I have to pay for this. So, right? That is what we will do tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will see how to use a WSDL file provided by Amazon to create a data from Salesforce to Amazon. Not through REST, not through URL, through WSDL file. Clear, everyone? Able to understand the concept? Yes or no? Through WSDL. Yes, able to understand the concept? Everyone, able to understand the concept? Right? I will create a WSDL file. I will give it to them. They will use the WSDL file to contact. Same way, Amazon will give a WSDL file to us. We will use the WSDL file to contact. That we'll see tomorrow. Today, we have seen how to create a WSDL file. Our custom WSDL file. We just use a word called as web service. That's it. Right? That's it for today. Tomorrow, if things goes good, we will see, or else we have to see by video. There is no other option. Right? Thank you. Let's contact tomorrow. Any questions?
Sir,
Tell me.
Sir, if you
demo
don't
class
mind, can you give the definitions for REST and SOAP? Yeah, notes, sir.
That right? REST and SOAP. Okay,
Yes,
I can give you some notes dictation. No problem.
Yeah.
We'll do it in the next class. No issues.
Yeah, Google is there, but your notes
I know
is
that
very
Google is there. I know that Google is there.
your notes is very short and easy to understanding. So that's why I'm asking.
Okay then. I'll give you. Right? Fine. Any other thing? Any other questions?
సార్ మామూలు క్లాస్ లో అడ్మిన్ క్లాస్ లో ఇప్పుడు ఏదో స్కోర్ ఫ్రెషర్స్ కోసం మీరు ఏదో చెప్పారు కదా సార్, ప్రాక్టీస్ పర్పస్ కోసం స్కోర్ ఒకటి వస్తుంది అన్నారు. అదేంటి సార్? మర్చిపోయాను.
Trail head.
ట్రైల్ హెడ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Okay. You can open a trailhead and you can start practicing. Every practice you will get a score. You can open a trailhead.
జస్ట్ లైక్ డెవలపర్ ఫోర్స్ లాగానా సార్?
సేమ్ డెవలప్ ఫోర్స్ లాగానే. ఒకసారి అక్కడ ట్రైలర్ లో పోతే అకౌంట్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తే ఆటోమేటిక్ అర్థమైపోతుంది స్టెప్ బై స్టెప్. It's something like a, whatever practical you're doing in our developer force, you're not getting any points there. Every practical you will do, you'll get a points. Called developer trailhead. Right? Any other questions?
Sir, ఆ స్కోర్ మనం రెజ్యూమ్ లో పెట్టుకోవచ్చా?
ఫ్రెషర్ అయితే పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. Do you feel that experience will go there to get a score? Obviously not. నేనైతే అకౌంట్ కూడా ఓపెన్ చేయలేదు ఇప్పుడు దాకా. I'm an experienced. Why? That is a practice environment. Why should I go and practice and get a score? I'm a professional.
Just time pass, sir. Like just to
time
see.
pass, practice, time pass. Right? I will say, whenever you don't know how to do, you don't have a trainer to teach. So then you can go to trainer and give you step by step what to do. That's it.
I thought we'll get some small projects over there. We have to do. I think in that way.
No. There will not be. See, there's nothing called small project. Concept only. How to create a form creation. How to create a validation rule. It'll show you how to create a validation rule. So all these things step by step. How to create a flow. Right? We have created an automated flow. I showed you how to create automated flow. If somebody who doesn't know want to create automated flow, they can go to the Trailhead. Trailhead will teach him how to create an automated flow. It's something like an online tutorial from Salesforce. It's trainerless online tutorials where it will train and then it will ask you to do something. You do the exercise, it's success, you get a score. Right?
Sir, what is the
Yes.
purpose YouTube integration? It means that particular videos, views, likes, dislikes is getting
Yes, that's correct. I can have a video posted in Salesforce. After the video is verified by my manager, right? He approves it. Then I'll click on post and automatically the video will be posted in my account in YouTube. That's the purpose, right? I'm a marketing company, right? I'm a marketing company. We prepare ads. Before the ads are posted in social media, our marketing manager has to approve. I will create a video. I will upload the video in Salesforce. We are using Salesforce as a marketing software. So what I will do, I will create the ad in the videos, pictures here. Then I will go ahead and I will submit for an approval. My manager approves it.
Yeah,
Once it
finally,
approves,
finally upload with YouTube only, right, sir?
YouTube only. Yes, that's called integration, YouTube integration.
Okay.
So YouTube, LinkedIn, postal code, అదే అంతా అంతే కదా. Finally, either you give a data or you take a data. That's it.
Yes.
So that's integration, exchange of data. Right? So tomorrow,
Sir,
pray God that it should work. Otherwise, definitely I have to show my video. Right? Because
sir,
yes.
సార్ ఇందులో ఇప్పుడు మీరు అకౌంట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకొని చెప్పారు కదా, అంటే రియల్ టైమ్ లో ఇలా కాకుండా ఇంకా ఇంకా ఏ వేస్ ఉంటాయి సార్ చేసేటి? మామూలుగా ఒక ఐడియా ఇస్తారా? బేసిక్
పేషెంట్ ఐడియా ఏముంది అందులో? పేషెంట్ క్రియేషన్, right? For example, let's take it our institute. In our institute, what are we maintaining? All the student details. Institute rangane student details. Salesforce antene capital info. In market, that's a talk. Salesforce means capital info. Suppose, right, somebody goes to Naresh IT and says, hey, I want a Salesforce course. Naresh IT is famous for .NET and Java. Suppose somebody comes to Capital Info for .NET and Java. In Capital Info, do we have a .NET and Java course? No. What will I do? Will I tell the customer, will I tell the student, ikkada ledandi, I will take, why should I let him go? I will say, hey, మీరు పేరు ఇంకా మీ phone number ఇవ్వండి, right? Go to Naresh IT. It's a good one. Now, whether the student will go to Naresh IT, nobody knows. I told him to go to Naresh IT, but he's not going. I captured his name and email address. Now, I want to push this name and email address to Naresh IT system. Naresh IT is using Salesforce to maintain all student. Institute Management 2.0, they created a custom object called as students. Whoever student comes in, they enter the data in the student. Do I have access to that system now? Do I have access to that Naresh IT system student? No. Why they will give? Right? But looks like that Naresh IT and we are friendly. Will they give me access? No, still they will not give access to their environment. How can I push this information to their system now? Integration. I'm using SAP to maintain, let's say that, right? Capital Info is maintaining SAP. In SAP, Capital Info is entering all the student information. This .NET course related information, I want to pass it to whom? To Naresh IT. How can you pass now? Naresh IT will give me an endpoint URL or they will give me an WSDL. That WSDL I'll import it, and whenever somebody comes in for, right, I'm giving a real life example now. Ela ante ala, ilane. Right? I will capture the data called external data and I'll click on submit. As soon as I click on submit, immediately this student who walked in Capital Info, his name and phone number will be visible in Naresh IT. Naresh IT will say name Ravi, phone number 888, right, from Capital Info, interested in .NET. Now Capital Info will call the student. Hello Ravi, right? Are you looking for a .NET course in Naresh IT? We are starting a new batch from tomorrow, and the student will go. He will join there. See. Similarly, if somebody comes to Naresh IT for Salesforce, I want a Salesforce Lightning. They will say, go to Capital Info. It's the best in the market. They will capture the information from there. They are using Salesforce, and let's say that we are using SAP or AWS. Naresh IT wants to push information from their Salesforce to AWS. I'm maintaining the student in AWS in my company. So from Salesforce, the data has to push to the here. So I will give a Naresh IT a WSDL file like this. Whenever you want to push a student information to my system, use this WSDL. They will import the WSDL in Salesforce the way I've just shown you to import. నేను ఎలా import చూపించాను, whatever the file the Naresh IT has given, I will import it and I will do a programming. Whenever somebody walks to Naresh IT, right, and right, Naresh IT is using Salesforce, are asking about sales, let's say that integration or Lightning course, they will capture the data and they will click push. Immediately submit button. Immediately that student information will be visible in SAP system or AWS system in Capital Info. Capital Info will start sending messages. Capital Info starting a new batch on this. They will start calling, hello, I'm from Capital Info. See that? That's the real purpose. What we are doing is, this is the real purpose. The real purpose is to share data. Ardhamainda? I have a student object, the way account object I'm creating. I can create the same record in student object, patient object, custom objects. Now you got the real-time scenario, where it will be used, how will it be used. These are the real-time scenarios where the integrations are used. Third-party people or third-party system dumping a data in your system, you sharing a data with another system, then we use it. Yes or no? Arthamainda leda?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right? So that's it for today. Right? We will see how to use the WSDL file tomorrow, if your luck favors. If not, then I'll show you by the video and I'll share that original video where originally I created when it was working. I'll share that. Thank you guys. Have a nice and wonderful day. Take care. Tomorrow, same time, same link. Right? Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, sir.